Right, so I just wanted to give you a little bit extra. Week 2, session 4, when the mind attacks, this is our practice, because I just don't think I covered it off as well as what I'd like. So I wanted to break it down a little bit further. So when the mind attacks, we have 2 key practices which we need to help us to bring this sort of, bring the practice to fruition, bring this recognition of how we manage ourselves when the mind attacks. So number 1 is knowledge. And knowledge is an understanding of all these key things that we're starting to look and reflect on. We looked at the psychoeducation, we looked at sort of how the security guard works, how the thalamus pumps through all the sensory stuff and it hits the amygdala. Remember the thalamus and the amygdala? The amygdala checks his security. Oh, he's matched a pattern. It's something that he hasn't liked. Boom. Hormones creating anxiety, anger, fear, adrenaline coursing through our veins, motivators. This is just our body. This is the way it works. Some people have it in hypersensitivity, we're quite high, more highly sensitive to our surroundings, because our amygdala is maybe overactive or whatever it is at the moment. So beginning to recognize this is just this ancient system coming online, alerting me to danger. And you start talking to yourself about it. Start literally saying, this is just the way my body works. This is my body alerting me to danger. The more I try and fight it or put myself down about it, the deeper and deeper the hole I will dig. So right now, the best thing I can do is try and calm myself down. And these are all the things, all the knowledge we start talking to ourselves. I know I can calm down. I've got some techniques to do it. I've practiced it a lot. I just need to come back to my breath. I just need to take some time out. I just need to do all these things to begin to manage this system more effectively so you're not continuing to feel like you're held hostage to these disruptive emotions. So knowledge is the key. Remembering you've done it. You've got through it before. It will pass. These emotions are transient. They don't stay with you forever. Even if it feels like it's been a long time, there was definitely a time before, and I promise you, just like there was a time before, there will be a time again where you will be calmer and happier and back to your normal self. So knowledge is incredibly important. And not only that, the knowledge part actually brings the higher cortex in. It makes us go to the rationality, It makes you engage the higher cortex that goes, okay, so what's going on? What's happening here? Do I need to react like this? Is it warranted? All this knowledge, all this reflection is a great way of starting to meet these disruptive emotions where they are. And then as you begin to sort of go, okay, I feel it, the heart's racing, whatever it is, knowledge, yeah, okay. I then go, all right, the next step, number 2, is the practice. Okay, I need to sit down and I need to do 7-11 breathing, and I'm going to do it until I calm down. Or I'm going to go away and sit down and do a meditation, or if it's the anxiety is just too much at the moment, I'm going to go for a walk, or I'm going to go and eat something healthy, or I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do something just to help burn this stress hormone off. Okay, so 1, knowledge, remembering, and that's why it's so important. Keep researching this enigma that we have. Begin to understand it. You don't need to go to the neuroscience level. All you need to do is begin to understand the intricacies of it, how it works, that it is just an ancient system, the sympathetic system. It's designed to motivate us. And then we have these tools to stimulate our relaxation response, which doesn't fight it. It just raises, this hormone that they call oxytocin. You know, too much oxytocin can get us into sort of psychosis, but you don't need to worry about that. But what we're trying to do is, you know, oxytocin, as it rises is what they call the cuddle hormone, and it's released as we relax, you know, after we've had a big meal, you know, it's all part of this relaxation process. And in fact, a lot of this, there's a huge body of science that actually, if we can begin to meet ourselves with the anxiety and with the stress, it actually heals the body. You know, oxytocin in itself is a natural anti-inflammatory. So really, by being kind to yourself, you know, not fighting it, it's just using another system that we have. You know, if I'm trying to dig a hole with a left hand, and you're digging away, but really, if I've got two hands, it's a lot easier, it's a lot simpler, and that's all you're doing. You're just beginning to use these tools that you have in you right now. All of us have it. We have a sympathetic system, we have a parasympathetic system, and that's all we're beginning to recognize. Okay? So, 1, knowledge, 2, practice. Thank you, and an amazing rest of your day.